Japan is changing its game. For decades, Japan's strict rules on exporting defense equipment have limited its role in global security. But now, that's about to change. On an NHK program on the 26th, Japan's Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi made a bold statement. We must move forward with abolishing the current restrictions on defense exports. Expanding exports will be an important tool for restoring global order. What does this mean for Japan's allies, especially the Philippines, which is actively modernizing its armed forces? Let's break it down in this video. Since World War II, Japan has maintained one of the world's most restrictive defense export policies. Under the three principles on transfer of defense equipment and technology, Japan could only export defense items in 5 non-combat categories: rescue, transportation, alert, surveillance, and minesweeping. These restrictions reflected Japan's pacifist constitution and its post-war commitment to peace. However, the world has changed. With rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific, from China's assertiveness in the East and South China Seas to North Korea's missile tests, Japan is realizing that economic power alone isn't enough to ensure peace. Defense Minister Koizumi's statement marks a turning point. Japan is now ready to become not just a defender, but a provider of defense capability to friendly nations. Minister Koizumi emphasized that other countries are accelerating their defense capacity buildups. He warned that Japan must not fall behind in helping allies maintain a balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. By expanding defense exports, Japan aims to strengthen alliances with democratic partners like the Philippines, Australia, and India, support regional stability through deterrence, boost Japan's own defense industry, enabling faster development of advanced systems like the F-2 stealth fighter and new naval ships. In short, Japan's new policy isn't just about business. It's about creating a network of capable, interconnected allies, countries that can respond together to crises, disasters, or military aggression. So what does this mean for the Philippines? For years, the Philippine Navy and Air Force have been eyeing Japanese equipment. From used Abukuma-class destroyer escorts to F-2 Viper Zero multi-role fighters. Under the old export rules, these deals were nearly impossible. But with Koizumi's push to remove restrictions, the doors could finally open for Japan to transfer combat-capable platforms to partners like the Philippines. Imagine this scenario. The Philippine Navy receives refurbished Abukuma-class ships, boosting its anti-submarine and surface warfare capabilities. The Philippine Air Force gains access to F-2 fighters, derived from the F-16, a major leap in air defense and deterrence power. These assets would drastically improve the AFP's ability to protect the West Philippine Sea, conduct HADR missions, and interoperate with Japan and U.S. forces. This shift would not only modernize the armed forces of the Philippines, it would bind Manila and Tokyo closer than ever before. For Japan, exporting defense technology is a way to project influence without aggression, to restore order through cooperation. For the Philippines, it's a golden opportunity to upgrade capabilities with affordable, trusted, and high-quality equipment from a reliable ally. And strategically, this move tightens the security web across the Indo-Pacific, linking Japan, the Philippines, the United States, and other regional partners under a shared goal: maintaining freedom of navigation, peaceful seas, and a balance of power in Asia. Japan's decision to relax export restrictions could also encourage local defense cooperation, technology sharing, maintenance partnerships, and joint production, supporting the Philippines' own self-reliant defense posture program. Japan's evolving defense policy reflects a world in transition. The days of isolation are over. Cooperation is the new strategy. If Japan fully lifts its export restrictions, it could mark the beginning of a new era, one where allies like the Philippines gain not just equipment, but empowerment. From the shipyards of Yokosuka to the naval bases of Subic and Sangli, this partnership could reshape Asia's defense landscape and ensure that smaller nations can stand strong in a complex and contested region. The question is no longer if Japan will expand its defense exports, but how soon it will change the balance of power in Asia. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Philippine defense modernization. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.